Qingyun traveled through time and became a poor and impoverished literary youth. On the talent show, he held a broken wooden guitar and said he wanted to sing an original folk song. The mentor sneered, "In what era do people still listen to folk songs?" The whole audience burst into laughter. Qingyun's face remained unchanged, and when the song Nanshan Nan was sung, the whole scene fell silent. From then on, he sparked a frenzy of folk songs. Miss Dong, Mo Dance Hall, City Capital, Ordinary Road, resounded throughout the north and south of the Yangtze River. Qingyun knew that he was going to become a deity. Keywords of the novel. Eliminated from the draft, my folk song became a superstar without a pop-up window. Eliminated from the draft, my folk song became a superstar. Download the complete TXT collection, eliminated from the draft, and my folk song became a superstar. Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. 001 crosses into little fresh meat. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1001 Crossing into Little Fresh Meat. This book is permanently free. As long as you are willing to read it, I am willing to treat it as a family heirloom, allowing my children and grandchildren to write it for generations to come. It is not for the sake of making money, but to make the old men happy. 001 The backstage of the program Team 4, Tomorrow's Idol. Have I traveled? Qingyun stared blankly at herself in the makeup mirror, and a sentence flashed through her mind. A stranger is like a jade, and the young master is unparalleled in the world. Isn't this too handsome? Qingyun squeezed her face hard. Hush. It hurts so much. He still can't believe it's true. Why don't I just eat 3 pounds of xiang? Otherwise, becoming so handsome makes me feel a bit uneasy. Qingyun murmured softly, afraid that it would be a dream and that he would wake up to become that greasy middle-aged man. At this moment, there was a sharp pain in the head. Memories surged like a tide. Scene after scene, like a movie, appeared in Qingyun's mind. Yes. He has traveled through time. The original owner of this body, also known as Qingyun, is an amateur singer with a dream of music. At this moment, he is participating in a celebrity development program called Tomorrow's Idol. The mentors of this program are all industry experts, who have made many newcomers famous, especially the champions. They can also obtain resources from the Goose Factory, and from then on, they have risen steadily and achieved great success. The previous champion was a young man named Mao Bai, who studied nursing in college. He was originally a male nurse in the emergency department of a hospital in Hangzhou, earning a monthly salary of 5,800 yuan. Due to this program, he became a rising star in the entertainment industry. Nowadays, Mao Bai has become famous nationwide, not only as a top-tier singer, but also with a net worth of over 100 million. Therefore, this program has a fatal appeal to young people. Countless people come after their dreams either for fame or profit. Who wouldn't want to startle the whole audience with just one song, and fame and fortune will come rolling in. Qingyun naturally came for fame and fortune. Although this world is similar to Earth, the popular cultural and entertainment works are completely different. That is to say, with the classic works in his mind, he can become famous overnight and soar to the top. Just. Qingyun suddenly frowned. Embryo outlines the blue and white strokes with a strong and light tone, and the peonies depicted on the bottle are like your first makeup. Oh, how do you sing the next line? I have crossed mountains and seas, as well as mountains and seas of people. Everything I once had drifted away like smoke in the blink of an eye. What is the first line of this song? The cool night turns into a river of longing for you, nurturing me like spring mud. Shallow years brush over my lover's sleeves, and fragrant leaves flow into the water. Alas, I only remember the chorus part of this song, coolness. J. Cho, Master Park, Brother Song. Sigh, I have a bunch of songs in my mind, but unfortunately I can't remember them all. Su Qingyun looked desperate. After work, he was busy making money and rarely listened to music anymore. He had forgotten about the familiar songs from his past life. Silent, if I had known I would have traveled, I would have memorized 100 songs first. Su Qingyun is indignant and indignant. At this moment, a mechanical sound suddenly came to mind. Hello host, I am your life's cheat tool. According to your understanding, you can call me the system. Please choose one of the following 3 songs as the preliminary song for the host. 1. Singing the song Blue and White Porcelain, promotion without reward, elimination reward of 1 billion yuan. 2. Singing the song Ordinary Road, promotion without reward, elimination reward of 1 billion yuan. 3. Singing the song South Mountain South, promotion without reward, elimination reward of 100 million yuan lying trough. System. There is really a system. Su Qingyun was so excited that she burst into tears. The internet novels of my past life really didn't deceive people. However, this system is a bit unique. There is no reward for promotion, but a huge amount of wealth is rewarded for elimination. Su Qingyun scratched his scalp, and in the face of promotion and money, he ultimately chose money. Being a celebrity is also about making money. If you are eliminated, you will receive at least 100 million yuan in bonuses. Even top-tier celebrities need several years to earn 1 billion yuan, after tax. Moreover, with a vision of 100 million, relying on his past life, he can easily invest in some industries and make money, and quickly make a fortune. However, the 3 songs provided by the system are all famous songs that have been popular in previous lives. Blue and White Porcelain goes without saying, it is the ceiling of Chinese music and has been selected for the college entrance examination. The Ordinary Road is a new song by Master Park after 10 years of silence. It became popular throughout the country and won the Golden Horse Award for Best Music. As for Nanshan Nan, it also has a considerable influence in the folk music circle, but compared to the first 2 songs, it is slightly inferior, and this song is highly controversial. System, I chose the 3rd song Nanshan Nan. Next second, the lyrics and music of Nanshan Nan were instantly engraved in Su Qingyun's mind. Like a sudden enlightenment. At the same time, the copyright of this song has also been registered, and all the lyrics and music belong to Su Qingyun. At this moment, the on-site director walked over and patted Su Qingyun's shoulder, saying softly, Su Qingyun, it's your turn to go on stage next. Sing well and don't be nervous. He is actually very concerned about Su Qingyun. The reason is that Su Qingyun has a handsome appearance, an extraordinary temperament, and a seemingly extraordinary aura on his body. He has been working in the entertainment industry for more than 20 years, with a sharp eye. With this face alone, this young man can even become popular with embroidered pillows. Su Qingyun looked up and smiled at the middle-aged man. Director Zhang, I want to change a song, is that okay? Director Zhang exclaimed in surprise, change the song before the battle. Which song should I change? Su Qingyun said, Nanshan Nan. South what? Director Zhang shook his head, he hadn't heard of it. Su Qingyun smiled faintly and said, South Mountain, original song, I wrote it myself. Director Zhang's eyes lit up and he said, the original work is great. Do you have any accompaniment? Su Qingyun shook his head and said, a folk song that doesn't require accompaniment. Give me a guitar and I'll play and sing it myself. Folk songs. Upon hearing this, a hint of disappointment flashed deep in Zhang's eyes. He opened his mouth and then swallowed back, instructing the staff to go and get a guitar. In the end, Director Zhang looked at Su Qingyun's back on stage with worried eyes. Folk songs, it's okay to pick girls in college. It's a bit playful to use for competitions. On stage. Su Qingyun stood tall with his guitar in his arms. White tee-shirt, jeans, canvas shoes. Dressed in simple and elegant attire, with a faint smile on his face, he instantly became the focus of the audience. What a clean boy! At the same time, the audience in the live broadcast room also exploded, especially some female viewers who couldn't help but start licking the screen. Wow, who is this? He looks too handsome, isn't he? With this face alone, it's enough to advance. Sisters, I am a rich woman. Within 5 minutes, I need his name, age, telephone number and home address. The fart upstairs, this is my husband whom I have never met before. Don't even grab it, this is my child's father. Son, look, this is the biological father you've never seen before. Off stage. The 3 mentors sat in sequence, namely Xue Zhishuan, Yang Mi, and Hua Qingyun. They are all important figures in the entertainment industry. Everyone, look. A handsome guy has arrived. Xue Zhishuan, as an active member of the production team, had exaggerated body expressions that were very funny. The goddess Yang Mi's beautiful eyes stared straight at Su Qingyun and smiled. What a unique boy he is. Yang Mi has been in the entertainment industry for many years and has seen too many fresh meats, but there are not many people like Su Qingyun who have outstanding temperament. This temperament seems familiar. Surprisingly, there are some shadows of Chao Weiga and Guoronga. Yang Mi was stunned for a moment, then shook her head with a bitter smile. Those two were both unparalleled figures, belonging to the heavenly reward of food and drink. It was not so easy to meet them. Illusion. It must be an illusion. The last mentor is teacher Hua Yuchen, who is known as a musical genius. Since Su Qingyun took office, Hua Yuchen has always had a cold face. He has always had some prejudice against fresh meat. Music is not about showing off colors, it is the cry of the singer's soul. This contestant, please introduce yourself. Hello everyone, I am Su Qingyun, the 27th contestant. I am singing an original folk song called Nanshan Nan. After the words fell, the 3 mentors were stunned for a moment. Original folk song. Hua Yuchen frowned and said, on this occasion, do you sing folk songs? In this world, folk music is not widely recognized as a form of music, and even in the music industry, many singers with professional backgrounds do not even look up to singing folk songs. They believe that this is music trash that seeks to attract girls and attract attention from the public. In the eyes of professional singers, folk songs cannot even be called music, they are completely out of style. They believe that folk songs are all pretentious plus forced plus artificial. The more you write words that are incomprehensible and mysterious, the more you can win the favor of some campus girls. Hua Yuchen has always been disdainful of this kind of music trash. If you sing folk songs, then you don't have to listen. I will definitely eliminate you. Upon hearing this, Su Qingyun not only didn't get angry, but also felt happy in his heart. Eliminate me. Great. I can't help but beg for it. Teacher Hua Yuchen, you heard me right. What I brought is an original folk song called Nanshan Nan. I hope you will like it. I don't like it. With me, you have already been eliminated. End of this chapter. Chapter 2002. A song called Nanshan Nan is about to be eliminated at the beginning. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2002. A song from Nanshan Nan is about to be eliminated at the beginning. 002. A song titled South Mountain South, but angrily criticized by the mentor, I don't like it. In my place, you have already been eliminated. After Hua Yuchen finished speaking, he closed his eyes and regained his composure, never looking at Su Qingyun again. His attitude is already very obvious. Folk songs are things that cannot be put on the table. Su Qingyun has not yet sung and has already had a conflict with her mentor. The atmosphere at the scene was extremely awkward, and the director quickly gave Xue Zhi an apology. Although Xue Zhishuan is also indifferent to folk songs, he is naturally warm-hearted and doesn't want the contestants to be too embarrassed. Ha ha ha, I prefer original music. Although it's folk music, I still want to hear it. Let's start your performance now. Upon hearing this, Qingyun nodded. He took a deep breath and his slender fingers flicked the strings of his guitar. Music is like water, with a melodious melody. Although Hua Yuchen closed his eyes to rest his mind, the music still reached his ears. He sneered in his heart. A cliché and extreme melody. An unchanging rhythm. You can already guess the next sentence after listening to the previous one. The level of elementary school students' composition. Thinking this way, he leaned back, indicating his disdainful attitude. Xue Zhishuan also frowned. This composition is too simple and cliché. Even worse than some drool songs. Yang Mi is not a professional singer, she just thinks that the melody is simple and comfortable, and there is nothing special about it. At this moment, Qingyun slowly spoke up. You are snowing heavily in the bright sun of the south. I feel like spring all year round in the cold nights of the north. If I had time before dark, I would have forgotten your eyes. I can't finish a dream in my life. Qingyun's singing skills are somewhat immature, and there are still some shortcomings in his techniques. But his voice was deep, hoarse, and melodious. Especially for the audience on site, they felt a shock in their hearts, and an inexplicable sadness surged in their hearts. There are thousands of words hidden in this voice. Qingyun closed her eyes and sang passionately. He was completely immersed in his own music world, and his voice became increasingly pure. He no longer talks to anyone about the island he meets, because my heart has long been deserted. He can't fit any more home in his heart. Be a mute who only lies to oneself, he said that any beauty you are praised for is beautiful. He didn't meet you for the first time, time is dragging on and there is no other choice but to gasp for breath. At this moment, the audience seemed to be immersed in the singing, slowly twisting their bodies to follow the rhythm of the music. Although the melody is simple, the lyrics are full of millions of imagery. Everyone who hears this song is somewhat sad, and even some girls have started to cry softly. I inexplicably want to cry. If all the land is connected together, I walked my whole life just to embrace you. Drunk with his dreams good night, he heard someone singing an ancient song, singing about what happened in the distance today, the island he saw right in his eyes, no sadness but no flowers, the elegant young man holding a guitar was singing softly on stage. This scene is like poetry and painting, making many people remember the white moonlight in their hearts. Where are you today, a girl who used to be childhood sweethearts and little guesses? Who is holding the hand of a once inexperienced female classmate, walking through spring, summer, and autumn and winter together? Who drifted across the sea to see you, even practicing breathing repeatedly when meeting? Who said they want to live a lifetime, but in the blink of an eye, they have gone their separate ways, and even the air no longer has your scent? In this lifetime, who doesn't have her in their heart? Loved, hated, missed, and from then on, the journey to the end of the world is long. Afterwards, we return to the sea of people, with a calm surface, but our hearts never opened again. Finally, the music came to an end, and a very low voice sang softly. If there's enough time before dark, I want to forget your eyes, I can't finish a dream in my life. I woke up from a big dream and this whole life was absurd. Southern mountains and southern regions, northern autumn brings sorrow, there is a valley pile in Nanshan, south wind murmurs, north sea and north, there is a tombstone in Beihai, the music comes to an end, with a lingering aftertaste. The audience on site seems to be still immersed in the artistic conception of the lyrics. The scene was silent, and everyone remained silent, but there were countless words in their hearts, wanting to burst out. Sigh. I don't know where a very low sigh sounded. Forget it. If you can't help each other, forget about each other in the world. Finally, Xue Zhishuan broke the silence first. Qingyun, the melody of this song is average, but the lyrics have some charm. Especially this sentence, he said that any beauty you are praised for is not as good as the first time he meets you. I have been studying lyrics for 20 years, and your lyrics are like a stroke of genius. It reminds me of a poem. If life is only like the first sight, why should the autumn wind mourn the painting fan? In terms of artistic conception, the two are on par. Su Qingyun smiled and bowed slightly to Xuan. Thank you for your feedback, teacher. At this moment, Yang Mi also smiled slightly, and there seemed to be tears surging from the corners of her eyes. Su, this song inexplicably makes me feel sad. Is there a story hidden in your song? When Yang Mi asked this question, the audience on site nodded in unison. I feel the same way. There must be an extremely sad story hidden in this song. Otherwise, why do they feel like crying when they hear it? After a moment of silence, Su Qingyun calmly said. It doesn't matter whether there is a story hidden in this song. Actually, when you hear this song, it has nothing to do with me anymore. The tears you shed are the story that only you know. Where is your story? In the south of Nanshan, in the north of Beihai, in the morning when the ice in Daoqing melts, in the dusk full of stars. I am just a singer, and the story is in your heart. Su Qingyun's words fell, and the audience was all impressed. The reason why good works are moving is because they resonate with the soul. Simply put, their emotions come not only from the songs, but also from the stories in their hearts and the regrets in life. Upon hearing these words, Yang Mi smiled with relief. Su, although I am not a professional musician, I really like this song, especially your lyrics. At this moment, a cold voice came. But I don't like it. At some point, Hua Yuchen had already sat up straight and picked up the microphone, saying. Perhaps some people will like your song, but neither your song nor your lyrics are up to par with me. First of all, let's talk about the music. The melody is extremely simple, without any novelty, lacking in novelty, with weak rhythm, and even extremely rough. As for the lyrics, they are just 4 words, artificial. I don't know what to say. They are mysterious. It reminds me of a poem. A young man who doesn't know the taste of sorrow falls in love with a story. To write new lyrics, he forcefully expresses his sorrow. Overall, your song is not even as good as a drool song. I think this is music spicy chicken. What's Su saying? If you want to make a difference in the music industry, I suggest you go out and listen to international classic works instead of staring at the garbage dump in the corner. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. 003 Disdain from Master Hua. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3003 Disdain from Master Hua. 003 Disdain from Master Hua, pretty and artificial. I don't know what to say. Make things mysterious. Music trash. Hua Yuchen held a microphone and spoke frankly. Besides, your singing skills are really average, just amateur level. His words instantly silenced the whole room. Xuan and Yang Mi frowned as they listened. In fact, Xuan still highly recognizes Hua Yuchen's musical talent. And this song, Nanshan Nan, is indeed quite rough, with a mediocre melody. Although there are some illogical parts in the lyrics, there are also a few divine strokes. But no matter what, as a mentor, directly disciplining a contestant on stage is not only disrespectful, but also embarrassing for the contestants. This Hua Yuchen really doesn't know how to be a person. However, there are many fans of Hua Yuchen in the live broadcast room, and they obviously don't think so. Wow, my Hua has such a strong sense of justice. She is not afraid of darkness and speaks frankly. Hua is a leading figure in the Chinese music industry, and his music philosophy transcends this era. His comments are not wrong. Yes. Shui apologetic only pretends to be a good person. Only Hua can speak frankly about the contestants' problems and help them improve. Folk songs are something that cannot be put on the stage, let alone this song Nanshan Nan, is too sentimental, making me toe down. Yes, the whole song is incomprehensible and mysterious. I don't know what Shuizhixuan is boasting about. At this moment, fans of Hua Yuchen expressed their opinions one after another. Nothing can be liked by everyone. Moreover, folk songs are extremely niche in this world. But there are still some viewers who can't help but retort. I think this song Nanshan Nan is good, unlike other folk songs that moan without illness. The music has its ups and downs, as well as folk songs. This song Nanshan Nan is quite good. I don't often listen to music, but this song Nanshan Nan has touched me. At least in my heart, it's good. However, these voices were drowned in the barrage of comments from fans of Hua Yuchen. After all, most of the people who follow this program and watch the live broadcast are fans of Hua Yuchen. However, Hua Yuchen's words are not entirely unreasonable. The song Nanshan Nan is Mahdi's famous work. At first, this song was not as popular as before. It was Zhang Lei who brought it to fame through the stage of good voice. Mahdi once said in an interview, "This song was written in 3 days, it's so easy to write. I'm not writing it now because I'm too old and shameless. Things from 10 years ago, if we put them aside now, we won't be able to handle them. Whether a song is popular or not is determined by the market. But the quality of a work is a balance in the hearts of every professional musician. I can read Nanshan Nan and say he is a masterpiece. I don't like Nanshan Nan and say he's garbage. Actually, there is no right or wrong. One man's meat is another man's poison." At this point, the atmosphere on site was already very awkward. The host quickly concluded by saying, "All right, now we are entering the voting session. Please light up the lights for the 3 mentors." Without hesitation, Hua Yuchen directly lit a red light. "Eliminate." Yang Mi hesitated for a moment, but still pressed the green light. "Advance." At this point, the pressure came to Shuizhixuan's side. The outcome of Su Qingyun depends on Shuizhixuan's choice. Shuizhi apologetically thought for a moment, rubbed his forehead, and said, "The song Nanshan Nan makes me very conflicted. In terms of melody, it is indeed somewhat rough, with weak variations and a lack of novelty. The lyrics, although somewhat incomprehensible and mysterious, also have commendable and divine strokes. As for your singing skills, to be honest, there is still a lot of room for improvement and more practice is needed." At this point, the host continued, "So, teacher Shuizhi, what is your decision?" Shuizhi apologized with a bitter smile and said, "I abstain." The host was taken aback for a moment and said, Teacher Shui abstained, so the contestants will enter the undetermined stage. During the undetermined period, viewers will vote online, and the contestant with the highest number of votes will advance to the next round. Whether Su Qingyun's contestants can advance depends on whether the audience is awesome. Let's wait and see. Back-end. System, where is my 1 billion? Su Qingyun asked eagerly. System channel. The host is currently in a pending state and has not been eliminated, making it unable to claim rewards. Su Qingyun said unwillingly, "Damn it. Although I wasn't eliminated, I didn't advance either. Did you take a kickback from the system and deduct 1 billion from me?" Host, stop talking nonsense. This system has no interest in money in this world. However, the host has a newbie gift package that has not been claimed yet. Do you want to claim it? Su Qingyun was overjoyed and quickly said, "Claim it now." The next second, a flash of golden light flashed through Su Qingyun's mind, and a system prompt sound came from his mind. The host's singing skills have greatly improved, reaching a first class level. The host's pitch accuracy has significantly improved, reaching a first class level. The host's timbre has significantly improved, reaching a first class level. The host's bite rate has significantly improved, reaching a first class level. The host's breath has significantly increased to a second-rate level. The host's sense of music has significantly improved, reaching a second-rate level. The levels are divided into third rate, second rate, first class, master level, perfect, and divine level. With the help of the system, Su Qingyun's singing ability, intonation, timbre, and pronunciation have all reached a first class level. This talent is no less impressive than a skilled singer in the music industry, and even surpasses some second-tier singers. After all, many singers actually have average singing skills, especially those internet-famous singers who rely entirely on post-production tuning. Yaleso. That's the Qinghai Tibet Plateau. Su Qingyun let out a howl and realized that his singing skills had really improved significantly. Compared to before, in terms of voice, breathing, and technique, it was like a cloud of mud. In the music industry, even if he was not a strong singer, he could easily surpass some internet celebrity fresh meat. However, compared to improving her singing skills, Su Qingyun hopes to be eliminated as soon as possible. He is now impoverished and his pockets are cleaner than his face. The original owner of this body was a poor and impoverished literary youth, otherwise he wouldn't have played folk songs. The most valuable thing all over his body is the broken guitar in his hand, or the five-handedness he found from a certain fish. However, no one would have thought that in the near future, this ordinary broken guitar, along with the three words Su Qingyun, would resound throughout the country. Su Qingyun used his remaining 20 yuan to buy 5 bags of instant noodles, which are his food for the next 2 days. Due to poverty and short aspirations, he, who had tasted all kinds of delicacies in his past life, never thought that instant noodles were so delicious. While eating instant noodles, he tried to understand the world on the internet. Originally, folk songs are not on the table in this world. So, how could the audience vote for me? Then I will definitely be eliminated. 100 million is enough. Su Qingyun felt happy in her heart. He has already planned the purpose of this money in his mind. However, he could never have imagined that folk songs in this world were not popular because there were no groundbreaking folk songs. He did not expect that his song, South of Nanshan, would soon set off a wave of folk songs on the internet. End of this chapter. Chapter 4. 004 Appreciation from Academicians. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 4004 Appreciation from Academicians 004, Appreciation from Academic Experts, the next day. The family is watching TV. Coincidentally, the latest episode of Tomorrow's Idol is being broadcasted on TV. Su Qingyun is playing on TV. The boy in white, holding a broken wooden guitar, sang passionately on stage. You are snowing heavily in the bright sun of the south. I feel like spring all year round in the cold nights of the north. If I had time before dark, I would have forgotten your eyes. I can't finish a dream in my life. The family was eating while listening to music. For some reason, the atmosphere suddenly felt a bit sad. Dad and Mom looked at each other, as if recalling their youth. At that time, one south and one north, with thousands of rivers and mountains. But it didn't stop their loving hearts. He said that any beauty you are praised for is beautiful. He didn't meet you for the first time. When he heard this sentence, his father trembled all over and gently pinched his mother's hand. The two of them exchanged a glance, and all their deep affection remained unspoken. After the singing was over, my mother's eyes were already moist, and she couldn't help but say, "What is this song called? It's written so well. My daughter has just entered her first year of high school, and it was just when she rebelled." She sneered a bit. "What's this singing about? It's so confusing, I can't understand it. Can this also be called a good song?" Mom smiled gently and touched her daughter's head. "You're too young to understand the charm behind the song. When you grow up, you'll understand." My daughter rebelliously stuck out her tongue. "This kind of song has no rhythm at all. It's extremely boring, but it's still my family's flower song that sounds good, full of emotions and explosive power. That's what music is." Dad frowned and said, "I think this song is quite good. It's written in our hearts. As soon as he finished speaking, it was the mentor's turn to give feedback. At this moment, the music genius Hua Yuchen spoke up. This song is about expressing sorrow with new lyrics. The lyrics are incomprehensible. To make things mysterious. My singing skills are even more average. I advise you not to always stare at the garbage dump in the corner, but to listen to more international music and keep up with the trend. The girl heard Hua Yuchen's comments and raised her head proudly, saying, "Wow! Hua is so handsome. Mom and Dad, let me tell you, this Hua Yuchen is a leading figure in the Chinese music industry." Professional people say so, indicating that this song, Nanshan Nan, is extremely ordinary. The girl is a loyal fan of Hua Yuchen, and now that she sees her idol say the same, she spares no effort to show off. "Dad, Mom, you should listen to Hua's music more in the future. He is really talented, otherwise he wouldn't have become a mentor." Upon hearing this, my parents were somewhat dissatisfied. Mom muttered, "What kind of flower feather dust? Singing makes ghosts cry and wolves howl, and occasionally screams a few times. Can this also be called music?" Dad also agreed, "That song by Hua Yuchen sounds strange and penetrating. I think this song Nanshan Nan is good, it sounds comfortable and touching." Upon hearing this, the rebellious girl suddenly became unhappy and retorted, Hua is right. The first two sentences of Nanshan Nan are written inexplicably. In the cold nights of the north, the 4 seasons are like spring, while in the bright sun of the south, heavy snow flies. Isn't this a sick sentence? At this moment, Grandpa, who had been silent all along, suddenly put down his chopsticks. This grandfather, dressed in a black Zhongshan suit and wearing black round-framed glasses, looks like an old scholar from the last century. He is the famous Mr. Qingyun. He is a professor at the School of Literature at Luzhou University, specializing in the study of classical literature. The old man has studied literary works for a lifetime, delving into all kinds of poetry, songs, and prose. Now, hearing his granddaughter's words, he can't help but speak up. All right, stop arguing." After careful consideration, Qingyun continued. The song Nanshan Nan. The melody is not mentioned for now, but the lyrics are indeed well written. The whole song doesn't say regret, but it is filled with regrets everywhere. The first 2 sentences are, "You are in the bright sun of the south, with heavy snow flying. I am in the cold night of the north, with all seasons like spring." You see, good works come with great effort. How could I feel like spring all year round in the north? Because I'm thinking of you in the south. How could you snow heavily in the south because you're thinking of me in the north? These first 2 sentences have already written about longing and deep affection. A south mountain south, a north sea north, this is a hopeless love, longing for each other but not seeing each other. Nowadays, there are some drool songs online, such as "I love you, you love me, just like a mouse loves rice." There are also some, "Learn dog barking with me, bark together," or "Why don't you delete me?" What are all these things? Speaking of which, the old man couldn't help but vent his anger. I have studied poetry and prose for over 40 years, but I have never seen the music industry become as mundane as it is today. Mr. Lau is an absolute authority in the family, not only because he is an elder in the family, but also because of his pivotal position in the academic community and recognized as a cultural master. I think this young man named Su Qingyun is good. Please vote for him quickly. I hope he can advance. Upon hearing this, parents didn't hesitate and picked up their phones to vote for Su Qingyun. The rebellious girl, although still somewhat dissatisfied, dared not confront her grandfather with courage. Suddenly, she looked at the surveillance camera in the living room and had an idea. Yes, that's all. The girl was not convinced in her heart, but she dared not confront her grandfather. So she secretly edited the video captured by the surveillance camera in the living room and uploaded it to the Douyin app. Mr. Qingyun, who are you? Not only professors at Luzhou University, but also academic experts. Although Qian Lao doesn't have many fans among young people, his words carry a lot of weight. His casual comments instantly filled netizens with curiosity about Nanshan Nan. How could a folk song be praised by academic figures? Quickly, related topics surged onto the Douyin hot list. Academic expert Mr. Qian Muan commented on the folk song Nanshan Nan. Qian Muan angrily criticized the online slang song, but praised the folk song Nanshan Nan as a masterpiece. Qian Muan angrily praised Nanshan Nan. In this world, folk songs are extremely niche and there are no good folk songs to listen to. When it comes to folk songs, everyone's first impression is of a poor scholar, playing and singing on his own, singing in a mess, and feeling good about himself. However, Qian Muan's evaluation of Nanshan Nan immediately aroused everyone's curiosity. South Mountain South. I haven't heard of it before, is it really good? Brothers, I'll go listen first. If it doesn't sound good, come back and spray him. Can folk songs still have beautiful songs? This antique flavor is too strong, isn't it? The name Nanshan Nan is full of the second-tier atmosphere, I'm sorry. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. 005 Overnight, Nanshan Nan became a sensation on the internet. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5005 Overnight, Nanshan Nan became a sensation on the internet is 005 Overnight, Nanshan South became popular all over the internet at a certain university. He Yuza returned to the dormitory with great sadness. He is from the north and his girlfriend is from the south. Now, graduation is imminent. It is said that graduation means breaking up. My girlfriend has already passed the civil service exam in her hometown, while I want to venture into a big city like Beijing. At that time, one south and one north, separated by millions of miles. Even the most steadfast love may not be able to withstand the barriers of countless rivers and mountains. Thinking of this, he uses sorrow comes from his heart. Ah! It's so sad, let's play Douyin for a while. He used a thought while taking out his phone. Everyone in Douyin is talented, good-looking, and speaks well. Brushing Douyin can make him temporarily forget the pain of reality. I really enjoy playing Douyin. Soon, Yuza immersed himself in the world of Douyin. Brushing and brushing, I suddenly saw a pair of slender jade-like hands holding a guitar and playing and singing on their own. Is this a folk song? Bored, I don't like to hear these literary and artistic young people moaning without illness. Yuza cursed and was about to swipe away when he suddenly saw that the video had over 100,000 likes. Even the comments have over 3.2 W. Sleeping trough, how terrifying is a folk song. Yuza's stunned effort has already started playing the video. The young man in white held a broken wooden guitar and sang softly. You are snowing heavily in the bright sun of the south. I feel like spring all year round in the cold nights of the north. If I had time before dark, I would have forgotten your eyes. This lyrics. Yuza trembled all over, his soul as if struck by an electric shock. An inexplicable sadness surged into my heart. Woo-woo. I was originally happily playing Douyin today, but the more I played, the more I wanted to cry. Unconsciously, the video has been played 7 or 8 times. Yuza felt like he was in a daze, feeling increasingly sad as he listened. Finally, he exploded completely. The man doesn't shed tears lightly, but he hasn't reached the point of sadness. Woo-woo. This song is about the love between me and Xiaoya. South Mountain South, North Sea North. Woo-woo woo-woo. Xiaoya and I probably just let it go. Who the hell is it that sings such a sad song during graduation season? Yuza collapsed and gritted his teeth, saying, I must share such a beautiful song with everyone. Let's all cry together. Thinking of this, Hua immediately shared this video on his social media, class groups, alumni groups, and roommate groups, and even added an article. Discovered a super beautiful folk song called Nanshan Nan. However, this kind of thing is happening in universities and high schools across the country. It's graduation season now, and I don't know how many couples are going to break up and how many people are going their separate ways. For years of studying together, many people say goodbye today, afraid that they will never see each other again in this lifetime. And this song, Nanshan Nan, with its imaginative lyrics, instantly hit their hearts. Woo 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 woo, this song Nanshan Nan is poisonous and makes me want to cry. Me too, this song is so easy to cry about. Just now I came across a professor from Luzhou University, Mr. Qingyun, a master of ancient Chinese literature, and his evaluation of this song. The whole song doesn't mention any regrets, but there are regrets everywhere. The wind from Nanshan can never reach Beihai, so their love is destined to have no ending. Who says folk songs don't have good songs? This song, South of Nanshan, is rocket. It's 3:05 a.m. now, and this is my 996th time watching the video of South Mountain South. I missed the girl in the south, are you okay? Life cannot be repeated, some people are destined to be regretful. But now, I really miss you. Why did I brush to Nanshan South in the middle of the night? I'm destined to lose sleep tonight. After listening to Nanshan Nan, I immediately booked a flight to Jinling. I want to find her, and I don't want any regrets between us. Night is always the most emotional time for a person. When you lie in bed, tossing and turning, and daydreaming, this is the most real you. That night, Nanshan Nan was like a sharp knife, fiercely piercing the hearts of countless people. Similarly, this night, Nanshan South, like a whirlwind, swept the entire internet. Moments, WeChat groups, Little Green Book, Douyin, Man's Ho, and Pumpkin Video are all sharing this song everywhere. At the same time, with the popularity of this song, there are also evaluations of the song by Hua Yuchen and Qingyun. Hua Yuchen said that this song, Nanshan Nan, is extremely rubbish. Qingyun said that the lyrics of Nanshan Nan are a rare masterpiece. The two people's completely different comments have caused great waves on the internet. The next day, related topics suddenly surged onto the hot search list. Topic 1. Did everyone listen to Nanshan Nan? This song is so easy to cry about, the highest liked comment. After listening, I cried all night and still haven't recovered. I was so angry that I beat up my dog. Comment reply. Dog. I may not be human, but you are a real dog. Second comment. Last night, I listened to Nanshan Nan all night. Today, my boss asked me why I didn't go to work. I told him that you were in a numb class, and I want to go to Hainan to find my lost love. Comment reply. Brother, our boss is even more impressive. He dissolved the company and then ran to the Shenzhen Stock Exchange alone, saying that from now on, he would not want to be beautiful anymore for a while. Many people were sharing the shock that Nanshan Nan brought to them in the comments section. Next up on the hot search list is a question. How to evaluate the song Nanshan Nan? Which of Hua Yuchen and Qingyun's evaluations is more objective? As soon as this topic emerged, it attracted countless responses. Although I don't really like folk songs, I admit that Nanshan Nan is a good song. I think Mr. Qingyun is right. This song doesn't write about regrets, but it is full of regrets everywhere. The song Nanshan Nan made me cry. With that, it's definitely a classic. Hee. Singing you to tears is considered a classic. You're nothing. Are you a professional singer? Are you a big shot in the music industry? My family, Hua Yuchen, is recognized as a music genius. Some people praise, so naturally others curse. My family's Hua is right. Nanshan Nan is just a sensational music piece, groaning and not knowing what to say. What is full of regrets everywhere, it's just sensationalism. Qian Muwen is a master of ancient Chinese literature, but in the field of music, he is not even considered an amateur. That's right, in the field of music, Hua is the absolute expert, Qian Muwen is nothing. There is a specialization in the art industry, and people in the academic circle also want to ride the heat of the music industry. It's disrespectful for the old. Under the hot search list, there has been a round after round of verbal abuse in the comments section. There were passers-by, fans, all expressing their opinions and even greeting each other's parents and friends in a friendly manner when it comes to excitement. End of this chapter. Chapter 6. 006 Successfully Promoted, System Releases New Tasks. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6006 Successfully Promoted, System Releases New Tasks, 006 Successfully Advanced, System Releases New Tasks. It's been 2 days now, why haven't you been eliminated yet? Sigh, it seems we have to eat instant noodles again today. Qingyun has been eating instant noodles for 2 consecutive days. Even if the instant noodles are delicious, they still feel a bit nauseous. He ate painfully while checking hot news on the internet. Looking at it, Qingyun was stunned. Top of the hot list. Have you all listened to Nanshan Nan? This song is so easy to cry about. The program recorded the day before yesterday was broadcasted, and it made it to the top of the hot list today. Qingyun suddenly became confused. Isn't it said that folk songs are niche songs? Did it become popular all night? I won't be resurrected, will I? Sleeping slot. My 1 billion. Do these sand sculpture netizens have any aesthetic preferences? You can also listen to songs like Nanshan Nan and cry. A bunch of ignorant things. At this moment, Qingyun really wanted to curse his mother. Others are all trying their best to advance. Only he really wants to be eliminated. 1 billion, this is 1 billion. It's delaying me from earning 1 billion, I'll fight with you all. At this moment, Qingyun was really anxious. He immediately registered a small account and started crazily commenting in the comments section. Do you also like garbage songs like Nanshan Nan? The whole song is full of pretentious atmosphere, and when you listen to it, it's not a serious song. This kind of song is best eliminated. Qingyun would comment on any topic related to Nanshan Nan. After all, this is 1 billion. Even if he becomes popular now and wants to earn 100 million, it will take several years. Now, as long as he is eliminated, he will immediately have wealth and freedom. However, his comments were quickly drowned out and could not stir up any waves. On the other hand, as the topic of Nanshan Nan skyrocketed, Qingyun's name also became popular. Everyone, vote for Qingyun quickly, otherwise he will be eliminated. Wow, this little brother who sings Nanshan Nan is so handsome. I want to vote for him. I don't like this song, but I hate Han Yuchen even more, so I want to vote. Hee, such a beautiful song, how could Hua Yuchen eliminate it? This kind of villain really means to call himself a music genius, I'm Ba. I don't care, I want to vote for Brother Qingyun. Brother Qingyun must advance. Hua Yuchen, singing like a wizard, besides crying and howling, jumping up and down, what else can he do? Qingyun saw more and more people supporting him on the internet. His popularity was originally ranked among the contestants in the program group, which suddenly soared to the first place. Sleeping slot, lying slot, lying slot. It's difficult to advance now. Qingyun collapsed on the sofa and could only reluctantly accept this fact. At the same time, in the presidential suite of a 5-star hotel, Hua Yuchen lay on the luxurious sofa, legs crossed. While leisurely sipping red wine, brushing my phone. Suddenly, he saw a video. Professor Qian Muwen from Luzhou University angrily praised the song, South Mountain South. After watching the video, Hua Yuchen slammed his red wine glass onto the ground, his face turning extremely pale. Qian Muwen, what kind of thing? It's just an old antique. Do you understand music? Don't die of old age. If you don't study academia well and get involved in our music industry, what kind of heat are you riding on? Is the heat of my flower feather dust something you can rub against? In Hua Yuchen's view, the song Nanshan Nan is extremely rubbish, which is beyond doubt. As for Qian Muwen, what about the masters of ancient literature and academia? Do you understand music? In terms of music, I, Hua Yuchen, am the professional. Qian Muwen, a person who seeks fame and reputation. Just trying to ride the heat. In addition, the black fans who sprayed him online also made Hua Yuchen very unhappy. Ha, a group of keyboard warriors, what else can they do besides cursing online? Vote for Su Qingyun. I want him to advance. Humph, I offended Hua Yuchen in the music industry, and I made it difficult for him to move forward. At this moment, Hua Yuchen became even more resentful towards Su Qingyun. He sneered in his heart, what about resurrection? I, Hua Yuchen, want to eliminate someone. Even if I resurrect 10,000 times, it won't work. Besides, Su Qingyun just sang a song called Nanshan Nan. Can you still create a second high-level song? The next day. Early in the morning, Su Qingyun was awakened by the ringing of the phone. Hello. Who? I don't want people to sleep well in the morning. Su Qingyun stretched lazily and cursed. On the other end of the phone, the staff politely said. Sorry to disturb your sleep, are you Mr. Su Qingyun? Su Qingyun said, yes. The staff said, Mr. Su, we are from the program team of Tomorrow's Idol. We are pleased to inform you that you have successfully advanced. Su Qingyun felt a chill in his heart, and indeed, 100 million was hopeless. The staff continued, Mr. Su, please come to the TV station tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock to record the program. Su Qingyun sighed helplessly and said, okay, I understand. After hanging up the phone, Su Qingyun covered her heart and felt the urge to die. 1 billion. Wealth and freedom. It's just gone. My heart hurts. At that moment, the sound of the system came back to his mind. Congratulations to the host for advancing. Please choose one of the following 3 songs as your next competition song. 1. Singing the song, Singing for the Motherland, promotion without reward, elimination reward of 1 billion yuan. 2. Singing the song, My Dragon Country Heart, promotion without reward, elimination reward of 1 billion yuan. 3. Singing the song, You at the Same Table, promotion without reward, elimination reward of 100 million yuan. Upon hearing the system's words, Su Qingyun's eyes lit up and he became excited again. Lying trough. There's still a chance. He thought missing that opportunity would mean completely missing it. This time, I need to grasp it well. 1 billion, I'm going to make it. Su Qingyun clenched his fist tightly and secretly swore. He knew that now Hua Yuchen must hate him to death. If he keeps killing and provoking Hua Yuchen fiercely, how difficult would it be to not be eliminated? However, the 3 songs provided by the system are all famous songs from previous lives. Singing of the Motherland and My Dragon Country Heart are both well-known patriotic songs. In Dragon Kingdom, almost everyone can sing these 2 songs. If he sings these 2 songs on the stage, he will immediately stir up the whole internet. Who dares to eliminate him then? Borrowing 10 courage from Hua Yuchen, he dare not eliminate this kind of song. Unless this program doesn't want to be held anymore. As for, You Sitting at the Same Table, it is a classic folk song written and composed by the talented student Ai Dajin from Tsinghua University. Although this song is classic, with the pride of Hua Yuchen, it is likely that one would not appreciate such a sentimental campus folk song. System, I chose the 3rd song, You at the Same Table. Next second, the lyrics and music of You at the Same Table instantly engraved in Su Qingyun's mind. Like a sudden enlightenment. Similarly, like Nanshan Nan, the copyright of this song has already been registered in the system. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. 007 successfully promotes, continuing to sing folk songs. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7. 007 successfully promotes, continuing to sing folk songs. 007 successfully advanced, I still need to sing folk songs, tomorrow's idol program group. As soon as Su Qingyun walked into the backstage, he immediately became the focus of the audience. Su contestant, you're so popular. Your Nanshan Nan has been super popular these past few days. Su Qingyun, now you are the most popular contestant in the program team. Keep going. Su Ngong, just because of your Nanshan Nan, my girlfriend resigned and came to me from Jinhai, saying she will never part ways in the future. Su Qingyun, because of your song Nanshan Nan, I fell in love with folk songs. Are you still an original folk song this time? The staff, including many athletes, gathered around. Su Qingyun greeted everyone with a smile, but let out a sigh in her heart. Oh, I really want to be eliminated. At this moment, several mentors also walked over. Shuezai apologetically patted Su Qingyun's shoulder and said with a smile. Su, I really appreciate you. I hope you can write better works. Su Qingyun squeezed out a smile and said, I'll try my best. At this moment, Yanmi walked over and asked like a curious baby. Su, what can you sing in this competition, or are you original? Su Qingyun nodded and said, yes, it's still an original work. At this moment, a cold voice came. Folk music is destined to be niche and cannot be brought to the forefront. Xuanyun, since you have been resurrected, it's best to restrain yourself. If you persist in singing any folk songs, I will definitely eliminate you. I promise to do what Hua Yuchen said. Hua Yuchen coldly dropped these few words and prepared to leave. Upon hearing these words, Su Qingyun was overjoyed. Eliminate me. Great. I can't help but beg for it. He smiled at Hua Yuchen's back and said. Hua Yuchen, I'm still singing folk songs this time. I hope you keep your promises, don't be cowardly. Hua Yuchen's nose twisted with anger upon hearing this. Provoking. The provocation of red fruit. He has been a mentor for so many years and has never seen such an arrogant person. Over the years, with his great success, no one dares to speak to him like this anymore. Okay. Great. Hua Yuchen turned her head and narrowed her eyes into a slit. This is your own way of seeking death, you can't blame me anymore. After speaking, Hua Yuchen turned his head and left. At this moment, Xue Zhishuan and Yang Mi both looked at Su Qingyun with some concern. Old Xue said helplessly, Su Qingyun, don't you really plan to sing folk songs? Su Qingyun nodded and said, yes. I have already written all my songs. The two of them asked in unison, what song? Su Qingyun said, You at the Same Table. Shuezai apologetically frowned upon hearing this name and said, isn't it a campus folk song? Su Qingyun smiled faintly and said, not bad, it's graduation season. This song is given to thousands of students, and it also commemorates our youth that will eventually pass away. Shuezhi apologized. Yang Mi. In this world, folk songs are already niche, and campus folk songs are not worth mentioning. In everyone's impression, campus folk songs are a group of amateur poor students who wander aimlessly in the school. This type of work cannot even be called music, let alone be recognized by mainstream music. Shuezhi apologized with concern. Su Qingyun, have you figured it out? If Nanshan Nan can become popular, it's your luck. Can you write a better folk song than Nanshan Nan? Su Qingyun raised his guitar in his hand and said, "Nanshan Nan is the worst song I've ever written. I can write 100 songs like this in a day." Brag. Upon hearing these words, old Shui pursed his lips and remained speechless. At this moment, Yang Mi frowned and said, "Su, if you don't want to be eliminated, don't sing folk songs. I really messed up Hua Yuchen. He has a veto power and will forcibly eliminate you when the time comes." However, how could Su Qingyun possibly change songs? He shook his head and said firmly, "Just eliminate, I don't care." He really doesn't care, and even longs to be eliminated. If eliminated, there will be 1 billion. However, Shui Zhishuan and Yang Mi could only smile bitterly upon hearing these words. Su Qingyun is a good seedling. Unfortunately, this personality is too arrogant and not suitable for the entertainment industry. Su, your personality is too sharp. If you don't restrain yourself, you will eventually suffer a big loss. Perhaps being eliminated is actually a good thing. Shui Zhi apologized and said with great care. Yang Mi also nodded and walked to Su Qingyun's ear, saying softly. In the entertainment industry, you either have an unfathomable background or stunning talent. Otherwise, as sharp as you are, you may be buried in obscurity for a lifetime, or at worst, you may be ruined and have a bad reputation all over the internet. Shui Zhishuan and Yang Mi have been in the entertainment industry for many years and are well aware of the darkness of this circle. Upon hearing this, Su Qingyun knew that both of them were well-intentioned. He smiled and said, "I understand your kindness, but I have a bad and tough temper. Even if I hit the south wall, I won't turn back." Upon hearing this, Shui Zhishuan and Yang Mi looked at each other with admiration and helplessness. It is indeed rare for a person to stick to their true intention, but this can also lead to extremes, causing a head injury and bleeding. Moreover, their friendship with Su Qingyun was limited to this, and on the contrary, they had a bit of shallow and deep communication, using their own mentor identity to force the contestants. However, Shui Zai apologetically felt very regretful. Su Qingyun is handsome and has a certain talent for writing songs like Nanshan Nan. As long as he is well polished, his popularity will not be inferior to that of Hua Yuchen in the future. However, Shui Zai apologetically underestimated Su Qingyun. He was just a mere flower feather dust, and he didn't even take it seriously. Perhaps Yang Mi and Shui Zhian are right. Every circle has its own game rules, and it's difficult for newcomers to break the rules. However, in the face of absolute talent, all unspoken rules are nothing but illusory. He is equipped with a system, and songs like Nanshan Nan may never be written by other singers in his lifetime. Just ask if you have enough. If it's not enough, it's okay. I also have 10 years, Mo Dance Hall, Jiang Nan, Young and Promising, Wamaizi Sauce, Qingming Rain, Luzhou Moon, Lonely Warrior, Fireworks Easy to Cold. For others, a classic can be sung for a lifetime. For Su Qingyun, as long as he wants, classic songs are like cabbage, with as many as he wants. Because he stands on the shoulders of giants. If he wants to become popular, he can release new songs every day, make headlines every day, and become the top of the entertainment industry, but in a blink of an eye. Hua Yuchen, in my eyes, is just a jumping clown. Su Qingyun sneered in his heart. He has been a person of 2 generations and has a system of being close to him. If he can still be bullied, then he will really embarrass the passers-by. End of this chapter. 8. Chapter 8008 Terrifying Performance. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8008 Terrifying Performance. 008 Terrifying Performance. Time flies by. Soon, it was time to start recording the program. At the same time, the live broadcast of the program recording will also be launched on Douyin. In an instant, countless users flooded into the live broadcast room, and soon, the number of viewers exceeded 1 million. Wow, it's finally started. I'm here for Su Qingyun. I also heard Nanshan Nan, I don't know what song Su Qingyun will bring in this episode. Qingyun brother, come on, Qingyun brother, we love you. Brother Qingyun, soaring into the sky, soaring straight up to Qingyun. It has to be said that a song called Nanshan Nan has also brought a lot of fans to Su Qingyun. Of course, there are more female fans. Who made Su Qingyun look handsome? In these days, appearance is more important than work, otherwise how did those little fresh meats who don't even know how to fart become popular? However, after seeing these bullet screen comments, some fans of Hua Yuchen felt uncomfortable and couldn't help roast. Is Nanshan Nan also accompanied by a song? It lowers the level of this program. I really hate that person named Su Qingyun who doesn't even deserve to give us Hua Hua's shoes. I hope Su Qingyun is eliminated. Just as netizens were commenting, the program officially began. This episode starts with a performance by 3 mentors. I saw the host holding a microphone and loudly saying, "Let's give the warmest applause to teacher Shuizhishuan." His words fell and enthusiastic cheers echoed from the audience. Shuizhishuan, dressed in gorgeous attire, slowly climbed onto the dazzling stage. The dreamy lights shone on Shuizhishuan, shimmering with colorful light, extremely beautiful. Meanwhile, the prelude to Serious Snow slowly sounded. Immediately after, huge cheers echoed from the audience, and this song is one of Shuizhishuan's representative works. The snow is falling so deep, I took it so seriously. Reflecting my scars lying in the snow, Shuizhishuan's voice was deep and magnetic, with extremely strong penetrating power. Undoubtedly one of the top singers in the Chinese music industry. Be a stable group. The audience listened in ecstasy, as if they had arrived at the concert venue in an instant. Old Shui is too strong, this voice is too perfect. A mentor is a mentor, and they are not at the same level as the contestants. Humble and refuel, we love you, you are the best. The audience below also followed with heart-wrenching cries. Upon seeing this scene, Su Qingyun in the backstage also chuckled inwardly. The aura of top-tier singers was indeed different. Lao Shui is not really boasting about it, he really has strength. The second mentor to come on stage is Yang Mi. A song called The Offering of Love is mediocre and not particularly outstanding. After all, Yang Mi is not from a professional background and there is a certain gap between her and professional singers, which the audience can understand. Finally, the music genius Hua Yuchen made the final appearance. In an instant, there were loud cheers at the scene. Wow, it's Hua Hua's turn. Flower feather dust flower feather dust flower feather dust flower feather dust, Hua Hua is the most handsome. It has to be said that the fans of Hua Yuchen are really terrifying, and the whole audience's shouting is like boiling water. Fried pot. At this moment, the lights on the stage suddenly dimmed, with only a few strong beams of light shining in the middle position. Hua Yuchen, dressed in a red robe, stood quietly in the center of the stage. He dressed very seductively, with heavy makeup. A new song, Cancer, is for everyone, I hope everyone will like this song. Hua Yuchen held the microphone and his voice was icy and piercing, creating a strong sense of urgency. At the same time, fans of Hua Yuchen collectively fried the pan. New song, it's actually a new song. Hua Hua is so handsome. You are truly a flower, so talented. Hua Hua's stage design exudes a sense of charm from the inside out, it's amazing. What is art? This is art. Hua Hua is the god of Chinese music. The new song of Hua Hua is so exciting. Amidst enthusiastic applause and cheers, the music finally began to play slowly. This music, from the beginning, is very eerie and full of dark elements. I saw Hua Yuchen lying expressionless on a glowing chair. He was dressed in red and his face was cold. The atmosphere at the entire scene was very eerie. Finally, he slowly opened his eyes and picked up the microphone. Ah 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 ah, a strange and indescribable voice surged from his throat. At this moment, apart from the cheers and cheers of the fans, the slightly normal audience was stunned. Sleeping trough. What is this doing? He can't be possessed by evil, can he? The audience couldn't help but ask in shock. A nearby audience member shook their head and slowly said, I feel like he's doing something. As soon as the audience finished speaking, some female viewers were startled and exclaimed, Ah ah, how terrifying. He must be crazy. Call the police. At this moment, another male audience member shook his head. No, no, I think the microphone is leaking electricity. Look at Hua Yuchen, his hair is exploding. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. 009 Su Qingyun goes to the stage with a new song. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9009 Su Qingyun goes to the stage with a new song. 009 Su Qingyun goes to the stage, a new song. On stage, Hua Yuchen was still crying and howling. He spread his teeth and claws, trembling all over. At this moment, there are nearly 1 million viewers in the live broadcast room. Master Hua deserves his reputation, and his profession has improved a lot. How do I feel like the microphone is leaking electricity? Look at Hua Yuchen screaming in pain. Is this a music genius? Is this also called singing? It scared my dog to pee. My dog, too, ran away with a whoosh, as if he had seen a ghost. Many viewers, while firing barrage comments, began to joke. However, these barrage completely angered fans of Hua Yuchen. The fans of Hua Hua are all a group of noble little fairies. How could they possibly tolerate the ridicule of these men with lower heads? The little fairies are no longer willing, they immediately launch a crazy counterattack. Boys below, get out of the live broadcast room. Are you the only ones who deserve to enjoy Hua Hua's music? A group of uneducated and low-quality keyboard warriors. Just you guys, even lifting shoes for Hua Hua is not suitable. This song is called Cancer, which represents the best level of Chinese music in the past decade. It is avant-garde music, and even experimental music, reflecting the struggles and uncertainties of cancer patients. Woo 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 woo. I heard it cry. Hua Hua is so great. I heard the desperate struggle of cancer patients in the abyss from Hua Hua's babbling and almost suffocating babbling. It's so heartbreaking. So sad. Hua Hua is so amazing. I strongly recommend that this song be included in medical insurance so that all cancer patients can hear it. Function. Function. Flowers must be function. The leading singer and songwriter in the Chinese music industry, Hua Yuchen. Long live. This is art. How can a group of illiterate people appreciate art? Those netizens who were scolded were also unwilling to be outdone, and immediately opened up their firepower to confront the fans of Hua Yuchen. Art can be down to earth, but please don't be down to earth. Thank you. A group of brainless fans, you like this song. Please set it as a ringtone for incoming calls and listen to it at night to sleep. Oh. Hua Yuchen's fans are all a group of intellectually disabled, can we also boast about it? Damn it, my girlfriend who is pregnant from another place heard this song and miscarried. The little fairies are in a hurry, Hua Yuchen's farting is fragrant to you all. For a while, some melon-eating netizens and fans of Hua Yuchen started working in the live broadcast room. Both sides were arguing, and neither side was convinced. In the end, various greetings to the ancestors of the 18th generation were cursed out. Backstage, Su Qingyun stared blankly at this scene. He just felt that the flower feather dust in this world was too narcissistic. How arrogant does a person need to be to perform such a song that is not even fart on stage? Su Qingyun listened to this terrifying mournful voice, being careful not to get dirty and couldn't help but jump up wildly. It's too scary. Is this something that people hear? How could I hear such a ghostly cry? Let's leave this ghost scream for the little fairies to listen to. After all, in the eyes of female treasures, the appearance of Hua Yuchen pulling Baba is the most handsome. I cannot agree with Hua Yuchen's musical talent, but his skill in training fans is unbeatable. Look at these girls, they have been completely tamed by him. Su Qingyun shook his head and remembered the early songs of Hua Yuchen when he first debuted, such as Dust in the Fireworks and The King and the Beggar. Although they were a bit flashy, the songs were quite normal. Isn't it good to continue creating like this? I don't know when it started, but Hua Yuchen began to ride on the path of the underworld without any dust. Thinking of Hua Yuchen's adaptation of Fukuai, Su Qingyun couldn't help but shiver all over. The name of Master Hua Yuchen really lives up to its reputation. Others sing for money, he sings for life. Finally, Hua Yuchen's song came to an end. He closed his eyes tightly and stood proudly on the stage, enjoying the cheers and cheers from his fans. Backstage, the mentors and contestants were all shocked. Xue Zai apologetically stood in place and was directly shocked into an emoji. This music style is a bit strange. Xue Zhixian's gaze was dull as he couldn't appreciate this eerie music. Just as he was about to comment on it, he suddenly realized that this person who stepped on the horse was not a student, just like him, they were all mentors. At this moment, a student asked, "Teacher Xue Zhili, could you give a review of this song?" Xue Zhi apologized and said tearlessly, "I don't deserve it. How could I comment on this work?" Obviously, Xue Zhishuan doesn't want to cause trouble. On the side, Yang Ni's face turned pale, as if she had seen a ghost. Yang Ni was already timid, and when she heard the music of the underworld, she was even more frightened and started pounding wildly. Although she is not a professional singer, she can still distinguish between good and bad. At this moment, she really wanted to curse, "Hua Yuchen, don't be a demon anymore." Finally, all three mentors finished their performances and the program returned to the main topic. The preliminary round has ended, and the players who can still stay on stage at this moment either have looks or strength. Of course, without appearance or strength, having a background is also acceptable. With one contestant after another, choosing a mentor, it was finally Su Qingyun's turn to take the stage. This time, Su Qingyun was still wearing jeans and a white T-shirt, holding a tattered wooden guitar. "Yo, Su Qingyun, we're meeting again. You're still so handsome." Xue Zhishuan held the microphone and said half-jokingly. The only girl in the judging panel, the goddess in everyone's eyes, also had watery eyes, staring at Su Qingyun. Obviously, she seemed to be very interested in Su Qingyun. "May I ask Su, the last time you sang a song called Nanshan Nan. What song will you bring us this time?" Su Qingyun smiled faintly and said, "A campus folk song called, You Sitting at the Same Table. Upon hearing it was a campus folk song, Hua Yuchen's face instantly turned black and he sneered. "What's Su saying? Please respect this stage. If you want to sing campus folk songs, please go back to school and sing. This stage is not for you to sing about things that don't stand on the stage. Folk songs are already niche, let alone campus folk songs. This world has not given birth to folk singers like Luo Daio, Lao Lang, Yi Bei, Pu Shu, and Su Wei. Therefore, folk songs are still in a very awkward position." As soon as Hua Yuchen's words fell, his fans immediately followed suit and shouted. "Is it a folk song again? Get out of here. Don't embarrass yourself. Has the production team gone crazy singing campus folk songs on this stage? Although Nanshan Nan sounds good, it's just this one song. Can he still write a song that sounds better than Nanshan Nan? Folk songs ultimately have no future. Hua is right. Music cannot be stagnant, and folk songs, as a form of music, cannot reach the pinnacle of elegance. The name, You at the Same Table sounds a bit of a second-tier Chinese. The audience in the live broadcast room clearly did not have high expectations for Su Qingyun. End of this chapter. Chapter 10:10. A song crying the whole scene, truly amazing. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 10:10. A song crying the whole scene, truly amazing. 010 sing and cry the whole scene, it's really awesome. The program is still ongoing. Shoo, the scene was filled with boos, indicating that the audience did not buy it. Campus folk songs are ultimately not on the stage. However, Su Qingyun remained unmoved, with a faint smile on his face. Hua Yuchen turned the chair directly and turned his back to Su Qingyun. He has already expressed his attitude. As you toss and turn, I, Hua Yuchen, don't even want to take a second look at you. The fans of Hua Hua have once again reached a collective climax. Hua Hua is too handsome and unique, I really like it. Hua Hua is truly a musical genius. Hua Hua has always been such a sincere person, liking it means liking it, not liking it means not liking it, like a child, brave and stubborn, never hiding it. However, the program still needs to continue, and the performance of Hua Yuchen also makes Jackie Shui a little unhappy. So he asked Su Qingyun. May I ask if you are the one who wrote, composed, and wrote the lyrics for this song, Sitting With You. Su Qingyun held the guitar and still smiled lightly. Not bad, it's me who wrote the lyrics and music. Shui Ji apologized excitedly and said, then please start your performance. Su Qingyun walked to the center of the stage, holding a guitar and bending down to greet the audience. This song, Sitting With You, is dedicated to everyone, hoping that when you recall your youth, you can also remember this song. It is called, Sitting With You. After speaking, Su Qingyun took a deep breath and gently plucked the strings. Although it was his first time singing this song, it seemed like he had undergone millions of training sessions. The beautiful notes, like faint flowing water, instantly spread throughout the entire broadcasting hall. The prelude was slightly sad, causing everyone's noses to ache. This is the power of music, the countless words hidden in the heart that cannot be expressed are all within music. There are some things that I didn't say. But when I play, you understand. Finally, Su Qingyun started singing slowly, still in a slightly hoarse voice. Will you remember tomorrow? The diary you wrote yesterday, do you still remember tomorrow? You, who used to love crying the most, this voice seems to come from mountains, rivers, lakes, and seas, with inexplicable emotions hidden, instantly trapping the audience in it. In an instant, the barrage in the live broadcast room stopped. Even the audience at the scene remained motionless and silent. The person who spoke rudely before seemed to be moved by this song. This campus folk song seems to be pretty good. This is completely different from the folk song in my impression. Amazing. This song, You at the Same Table, seems quite pleasant to listen to. I don't know why, but after listening to this song, I feel like crying. I also want to cry. At some point, Su Qingyun had already closed her eyes. He ignored the reactions of the audience on site and was completely immersed in his own music. Teachers can't recall it anymore. You who can't guess the problem, I also accidentally flipped through photos, I just remembered you at my desk. Everyone has an indelible presence in their heart. Perhaps it's a desk mate, maybe it's a childhood sweetheart, maybe it's the youth that will eventually pass away. When Su Qingyun sang this song, he also remembered his family and friends in another world. In this lifetime, he will never be able to go back. Even if he gets everything he wants in this world, it cannot make up for the regrets in that world. Finally, Su Qingyun could no longer control her emotions and tears welled up in her eyes. Who married the sentimental you? Who read your diary? Who curled up your long hair? Who made your wedding dress for you? At this moment, there was no more sound at the scene, and everyone was completely immersed in the music. On stage, Qingyun was like a rising sun, shining brightly, so dazzling that it was difficult to see directly. You always say graduation is far away. In the blink of an eye, we all went our separate ways. Who met you, who is sentimental and sensitive? Who comforts you, who loves to cry? Who read the letter I wrote to you? Who threw it in the wind? At this moment, Qingyun was completely immersed in singing. His whole body and mind seemed to blend completely with this song. Who married you, who is sensitive and sensitive? Who comforts you, who loves to cry? At some point, Qingyun was already in tears. This voice seems to come from the depths of the soul, as if it can break the shackles of fate and penetrate the river of time. At this moment, everyone was shocked, their hearts beating fiercely and their souls trembling violently. Soul singer. This is the soul singer. If other people are singing with their voices, so Qingyun is shouting with his soul. Every sound makes you fall into it. Every sentence captivates you. As the camera swept through the audience, I don't know when it started, but there were already sobbing sounds on the scene. The audience's eyes turned red one by one, and some female viewers even cried their eyes out. This song, You at the Same Table, instantly conquered the entire audience. If the lyrics of Nanshan Nan are still somewhat unclear and mysterious, then this song, You Sitting at the Same Table, does not have this problem at all. Every single line of his lyrics can instantly evoke memories of our youth. Those who once appeared in our time and brought us beauty are ultimately gone forever. At this moment, the audience below exploded. The netizens in the live broadcast room also exploded. Woo 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 woo, this song, You Sitting at the Same Table, is even better than Nanshan Nan, in crying. I'm a heartless fugitive, I actually cried when I heard it. I was doing telecommunications fraud in Cotton Country. After listening to this song, I actually wanted to return to my home country and turn myself in. Woo woo woo. I really miss my desk mate. How could there be such a beautiful campus folk song, absolutely amazing. Qingyun, I apologize to you. I admit that I used to speak a little louder. Qingyun did not pay attention to the praise from the audience, just as he did not care about the contempt and ridicule from the crowd before. As a person of two generations, he has long been calm in favor and disgrace, neither in favor of things nor in sorrow for himself. You can either curse him or praise him. He stood here, without any pain or itching. At this moment, thunderous applause echoed from the scene, and there was no pause for a long time. With the help of the system, Qingyun's singing skills have already caught up with top singers, and this classic song, You at the Same Table, is a rare encounter. Under his passionate performance, he instantly captured everyone present. Not only the audience, but also the mentors and other contestants were completely shocked. Shuizai apologetically said, Bully, it's so amazing. I specialize in researching lyrics, and I have been studying them for 12 years. Your lyrics say, I want to kneel down for you. Your song made me forget that I am a judge. I dare say today that with your talent, you will definitely be a superstar in the future. End of this chapter.